Alright, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is your boy Brent Bryson here, giving you guys another PUBG tips and tricks video. Now today's video is all about rank mode in PUBG. Now a fellow PUBG YouTuber has already made a video about this as well, and some if not most of the tips he stated will also be stated in this video, due to majority of these tips being more of a common sense type of thing. But like what Big Red Cliffy said in his video, some players doesn't implement these tips, and they should surely implement what I'm about to say in their gameplay. With that being said, a link is going to be down left in the description below showing Cliffy's video if you all haven't seen it already. Now PUBG rank favors surviving the longest more than anything, so these tips won't help you get more kills or anything like that. But without further ado, let's get right into this video. Now this video might be a little bit long, so sit back, relax, make sure you have a beverage, make sure you have some snacks, and let's begin. First things first, I know this is what to expect with competitive based team game, but communication is key to everything. Make sure to call out any information you have when it comes to the battlegrounds, whether it would be armor, guns, where enemies are. Be vocal and make sure you're being heard. Do not be the lone wolf thinking you can take out somebody once you set eyes on them. You won't know if their team is also spotting you from a different location. And for the better of the team, do not, I repeat, do not shoot anybody until you tell your team that you have spotted an enemy. Nothing is more annoying than a teammate shooting his gun at an enemy before consulting the team first where he's shooting. Yeah, he might be a good sniper, he might be a good shot, and possibly might even knock that guy, but the rest of his team will be clueless in knowing where he shot and won't be able to act upon those shots in a fast manner. Now having an IGL, or in other words an in-game leader, is also crucial for surviving long and getting a better placement during the games. Make sure you have that one guy or girl taking lead for the squad. They won't necessarily have to call all the shots like commanders do in Marines, but they should be the first ones planning out your next route or what to do next. Now take a look at Blitz 5 for example. I know majority of you know who he is, but if you observe how he plays and what he does, you'll know he is a great team leader for squads when they run rank. I learned a lot when it comes to where to go and positioning just by squatting up with him in ranked. Now planning where you land is also good for ranked. PUBG in ranked is noticeably different than the regular mode. Like I said in the beginning of this video, placement is a number one thing that will help your score go up so people doesn't land hot all that much. Now of course there will be those skilled teams that will take advantage of this and will land at common hot drop places to get the best loot possible. Personally, for me and the squads I play with, we still never land hot so that we can ensure everyone's safety in the beginning of the match. For maps like Miramar and Erangel, we usually land in a set of unnamed compounds that are separated from each other, but not too far to where we can't get to our teammates right away. Some examples of these are the houses around Gatka for Erangel and the houses slightly above Hacienda in Miramar. Now for Sandhawk, we might play a little bit more different since it's a smaller compact map, but most of the time we land at the set of houses by Magnai, houses on the left side by the river, but most of the time we land at the houses at Magnai or away from the flight path. PUBG is such a random game when it comes to knowing exactly where to land, so it's up to you and the team to agree on where to land. Now sticking to a set loadout that you're comfortable with is also crucial for ranked. Ranked isn't the game mode to try out new weapons or using weapons you aren't comfortable using. For me, as you can see in the Road to My Master's video, majority of the time I have the barrel M762 and a sniper rifle on deck. Now you all should know that the barrel is my favorite gun of all time, and it's actually the best weapon that fits my playstyle. I'd like to think that I can control the barrel recoil with and without it being fully equipped with attachments, and luckily with the buffed up loot that ranked has, 8 times out of 10 I will find a barrel, but if I don't find a barrel, I'll just normally stick with another 7.62 gun. Well, besides playing in Sandhawk, if I can't find a barrel on Sandhawk, my main goal or my main loadout is a Vector and a QBZ. Now having awareness for everything and don't have tunnel vision is another tip. The other players on the battlegrounds aren't your only enemies in ranked, but the blue zone is as well. Make sure you're aware of where you are on the circle and make sure to always plan ahead of the blue, since the blue zone in ranked does come faster than regular mode. In my previous tips and tricks video, I said it's okay to survive on the blue zone until phase 4, but that isn't necessarily the case in ranked. Make sure you're always one step ahead of the blue zone. Be keen in finding vehicles if you're far, and even if you aren't far from the safe zone or already inside the safe zone, still try to find a vehicle so that you can plan your next move and predict what the circle will do next. Now, speaking of being inside the circle, playing the middle of the map helps out a lot for placement as well when it comes to ranked, especially on the maps Miramar and Erangel, but make certain that a lot of teams likes to play the center of the zone and hopes to continually being inside the safe zone. There's never really a perfect place that you can go in PUBG, but there's always a better decision that you can do for you and your team to help you get farther in your matches. Now, always gather information, ladies and gentlemen. Now, a good rule of thumb is if you don't have all or majority of the information you need, it's safe not to act upon it. Meaning to say, make sure you take note on everything that's happening in your game. If you hear shots, just don't blindly rush to the shots and hope for a quick kill. Know where the shots are located. If they're somewhere around the tall buildings, how many shots do you hear, what kind of guns they have, and how many people they have knocked, or how long the gun battle has been going on for. Little things like that is the information you need to alter the decisions you have in mind for the next move. PUBG is like a big old chess game. You have to try to think steps ahead of the rest in order to succeed in what you're doing. Now, I always preach this in my tips and tricks videos, ladies and gentlemen, but it's very important having throwables with you over an excess amount of bullets. In reality, if you're efficient enough with your sprays, you only need at least enough in your reserves to reload twice to kill a squad. Now, having throwables is essential, especially in ranked, because it can help you in the long run to survive as long as possible, especially smoke grenades. Smokes are vital if you need to cross the open field, use it as distraction to get away from any harms and dangers, reviving teammates. In my opinion, smokes hold the most value out of all other throwables in this game, especially in ranked. Now, do your best not to take any unnecessary risk as well. This should go on without saying, but don't take any unnecessary risks. Think about what you're doing and decide as a team if it's the right call. For example, it's risky to take only one car if you have the option available taking multiple cars. When you hear shots from a distance, take a note to yourself. Is it outside the safe zone? And is the blue zone coming in already? If you don't go out of your way to push them, when driving into a compound, think to yourself, is anybody here? The doors look closed, maybe it's safe. Drive around a few times to see if anyone will try to shoot you out first. And it's sad to say this for an example as well, but when your teammate goes down during a gunfight, ask yourself, is reviving my teammate worth potentially getting knocked and dying myself? I've always tried to revive my teammates no matter what in PUBG, but ever since ranked mode, it's been a toss-up for me. Of course, when my team gets knocked, I will try to do whatever it takes to kill the enemy team so I can revive my teammate as safe as possible, but I find myself not making any of the unnecessary risks to do so. Now, those were the main tips I wanted to elaborate on, but some other small tips that can help you and your team out on ranked are the following. Using your waypoint system on the map, whether it would be to mark where the flight path went, where to go next, or locating how far a crate drop would be, it's useful to use a waypoint system. And always stay fully boosted. With the increased loot, finding boosters isn't that hard. Make sure not everyone in the team does have sniper rifles. Make sure someone is at least using DMR. Give it your best shot for your callouts. Anything is better than saying on me or over there. Sharing is caring. Whenever you possibly can, do good to those who need it. If someone needs meds, split it with them. Now, thirst your teammates' knocks. Your teammate who knocks an enemy will get the reward for killing, but if you thirst their down player, you get the assist points, which is in fact the same amount of points as your teammate having the kill. It's okay to be a bushwookie to survive. Now, don't hate me for that tip, alright? And then the last tip is be level-headed. At the end of the day, this is just a game. Don't let this game affect you in real life. I know it's frustrating dying off the rip and watching your teammates play without you, and it's frustrating knowing you will lose a lot of points. When the time comes and you start getting irritated with the game, get off the game and calm your mind. Start fresh another day. Well, those are the top 20 tips and tricks. It's not really 20 tips and tricks, but I have to say for that I have for you all today. If you enjoyed this video even a little bit, please hit that like button, and it wouldn't hurt if y'all would subscribe as well. It's free. If you didn't enjoy this video, then give this video a thumbs down. Any constructive criticism is greatly appreciated. During the time of this video, I am currently ranked 5 in Diamond, but unfortunately I can't play as much as I would like. And I sure would love to grind rank if it weren't for those radar users who come out late at night while I play, but that's besides the case. Hopefully PUBG will do whatever they can do to fix the radar problem. Like I said in the beginning of the video, rank is formed to have only a personal placement, meaning to say if you're getting thirsted when there's only one squad left, you don't receive the chicken dinner, which I don't agree about at all. It sucks knowing if you died off the rip but your team gets a chicken dinner that you won't benefit for the reward. But hopefully they can change how the placement works as well. I hope you all and have a wonderful day. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I love you all. Stay beautiful. Slug Nation out. Peace out, guys. Mwah.